And everybody, I just clicked the button, which means we are going live.
Whoa.
I know. Can you feel it?
I feel it.
It's powerful.
Pre-show magic.
I know, all this pre-show magic.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're sticking to our tradition, our tradition of starting the show off and
Completely
everybody
silent.
being super
silent
quiet.
as soon as we go live. It's like, oh.
Well, it's because everybody looks down at their phones, you know? But
I don't know what to say.
just you can say whatever you want. The spotlight is yours, Hannah. It's powerful.
Hey Corbin, I got your back.
Oh,
Hey,
nice.
I got your back.
Hey, I've got your sack.
Nice.
You left it in the kitchen.
Solid joke.
You left it in the sink, actually. Soaking in olive oil.
We haven't performed in a while. It's okay.
1 minute.
So,
Thank you.
for those of you that don't know, Marty, Andrew, and I actually all live together. So they're only like, you guys are a floor apart right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
So-
real? You guys actually are?
Yeah.
Whoa. Cool.
Just like Anne Frank. He's in the attic, and I am downstairs.
Just like Anne Frank?
Which one was Anne?
Exactly, 1-to-1, exactly. She made those stickers with the lions and the rainbows. Remember her?
Oh,
Lisa Frank.
30 seconds.
No.
Thank you, Al.
Lisa Frank was in the Holocaust. No, Anne Frank, she was an artist, rainbows and unicorns and stuff. I had a binder. I had a trapper keeper with her stuff on it.
So I'm on the Facebook page
15
and
seconds, Chris.
I did not see a thing, a link.
Keep refreshing, Mart. I had to refresh.
Keep hitting that refresh button, Marty.
And it's going to be a couple minutes behind,
And
or a couple
5,
seconds behind.
Yeah.
4.
All right. Well, I hope everybody is all jingled up and ready to go. You want to know why? Because it's Tuesday night. You actually miss holiday crowds, and all you want for Christmas this year is a vaccine. This is quarantine. Hello, and welcome everyone to this Holly Jolly edition of Quarantine, the game show equivalent of eggnog, in that it's festive and it pairs well with booze. My name is Chris Iannucci, your Holly Jolly host for the evening. So thrilled to have you here tonight, the last game of Quarantine for the year. And boy, what a game we have planned for you, because this evening we have two amazing teams who are spread out all over the country, but they decided to get together tonight for your amusement, and we're going to introduce them right now. Joining us, they are based out of New York City, but they are all over the place tonight with the holidays, and we are so thrilled to have them back again. Please welcome onto the show, North Coast. And tonight, playing on North Coast, we have Luke.
Yeah.
Clearly
what's up,
playing
team?
on North Coast. We have JD.
Oh.
And we have Hannah.
Hi.
And thank you all so much for being here tonight. Hey, how's your holiday season been going so far? So far, so good.
Living the dream, Chris. Living the dream.
Fantastic. And now y'all are based out of New York City, but tonight you are all over the place, right? So we really hope that you all travel safe, that you had a good time at home and a safe time at home, but we really can't wait to see what you have in store for us this evening. So best of luck to you. And tonight, their competitors, their rivals this evening, their Grinches, if you will, out of Chicago, Illinois, we have joining us the sketch trio that is Bear With Us. Woo! And Bear With Us tonight, playing for Bear With Us, we have Corbin.
Hey,
We
everybody.
have Andrew, and we have Marty. And bear with us; it's your first time on the show tonight, so a big welcome to you as well. Bear with us.
Thank you.
What's on your Christmas list this year? What do you got? What are your holiday wishes?
PlayStation 5 right here, Chris. PS5.
You and everyone else in America.
I've been a good boy this year. Yeah.
Yeah. How good though? Because
I only got
those
COVID
are.
once. I've been a good boy.
Oh, all right. Well, that's a pretty low number then. Nice. All right. Well, welcome to Bear With Us, and best of luck to both teams. And of course, it wouldn't be the holidays if I didn't introduce the man behind the curtain, the glue that holds together the gears that is this show. My brother, our tech guru, Al. Al, how's it going tonight?
It's going, man. How you been?
We're doing very well. You are especially techy tonight. I think this is the first time you've ever used an animated background for your presentation here.
Two things. I have used an animated background before, and this is not one.
What? Oh, special guest tonight on the show, Aubrey Plaza, and also Grumpy Cat. That's a get.
Yep.
That is a two for
Someone had to do it, Chris, and I figured it was going to be me.
If anybody has the clout to pull something like that together, it's you. So thank you very much for that. And thank you very much for everything that you do. We'll check back in.
You're
with
very
you
welcome,
later
and good
on.
luck, teams.
All right. So for those of you who have never seen our show before, first and foremost, thank you all so much for being here tonight. We really do appreciate you tuning in. And you're going to have a great time. So for your benefit and for the benefit of our teams, I'm going to explain how this works. Now, in front of me, I have some wonderfully wrapped, hung by the stocking with care trivia questions that were written by myself and our team here at Quarantine. And I'm going to be asking these questions to our contestants tonight. Now, I'll give them the category, and then I will read the question out loud. The team will have around 15 seconds to decide whether or not they know the answer. If they do, they'll get the points. If they don't, or if they guess incorrectly, or if they run out of time, then that means that the other team has a chance to steal for half the amount of points. We also have a couple of extra things in store for you, our audience, tonight, so don't get too lazy, because there's going to be a few times throughout the show where we're going to need you to jump in the chat and either offer us suggestions or vote for which team you thought played the game better, starting right now with our first audience prompt. So get those fingers moving, because what I need from you in our chat is a suggestion of something that you always hear people complain about over the holidays. Something that people love to complain about this time of year. So get those fingers going, throw as many suggestions as you can in the chat. We've got people looking over your shoulder. They're going to take your suggestions and we're going to feed them to our contestants in just a little bit. But first, let's get started with our first trivia category of the evening. It's the holidays, as we said before, and no matter what holiday you celebrate, there's always some things that we have to do every single year, whether it's a fruit cake or whether it's drinking way too much rum. Whatever your tradition is, there's always something to do. And sometimes there's traditions that you may never have even heard of before, but they're still tradition to somebody else. So we're going to take this first category and quiz our contestants to see if they know some of the holiday traditions that are popular around the world. And our first category that I'm calling It's Tradition. So again, these are all questions that have to do with international holiday traditions. So we flipped a coin before we got started tonight. North Coast, you won that coin toss, which means you're getting the first question of this category. Round one, all questions are worth 100 points. Y'all ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do this. Okay, so for 100 points, North Coast, your question. This American import was first introduced to Japan back in 1974, but today, ordering this for dinner on Christmas has become a Japanese tradition so popular that families need to place their order months in advance. What is the food?
It's KFC.
It's KFC. Yeah. That's what I was going to say, too.
Definitely KFC.
I
Yeah.
assume that's your final answer.
Kentucky Fried Chicken. We salute you, Colonel Sanders.
Kentucky Fried Chicken for the win. That is correct for 100 points.
That was fast. That was fast.
Also, yes,
That's suspiciously fast.
All right, well, let's see if you can copy that. Bear with us. This is for you. Known as, I'm gonna butcher this one. Known as Jólakatur, this Yuletide creature from Icelandic folklore is a giant-sized version of this normally cuddly animal that will appear on Christmas and eat people who have not received any new clothes to wear before Christmas Eve. What is the animal?
The cuddly creature, we're talking, would you say Norwegian or Icelandic?
Icelandic. And I should say this to both teams. I can repeat anything that's in the question if you need me to.
I mean, my heart is telling me bear.
I'm saying bear. I'm going to go with bear as well for no reason whatsoever.
Let's go with bear.
We're gonna lock in
they're
bear.
not cuddly, but they are.
But a bear's only cuddly if it's a cartoon, not in real life. They did
Yeah.
say cuddly, but that's like,
A beach. Oh, okay. Well, it could be a rabbit though.
an Icelandic rabbit. That seems
Let's go with that. Let's go out of the box.
Rabbit.
Picking out of the box on this one? Okay, is that your final answer? Is rabbit?
Yeah.
Okay, so unfortunately, rabbit is not the answer that we were looking for, which means North Coast, you have an opportunity to steal for 50 points. Can you tell me what kind of an animal Yola Couture is?
Oh gosh.
Icelandic, right?
Yeah, it's Icelandic, and it's cuddly. Maybe it's like a giant puppy.
I feel like it's some Nordic thing, right? Like,
You're
could it be like
probably right.
polar bear or something?
Or
Yeah, I was
maybe
thinking
it's a
polar bear.
reindeer.
A couple
A
seconds, and I
reindeer?
will need an answer from you.
Oh, JD, you want a tie break?
You tie break.
What did you say, Hannah?
I said a reindeer. I was going Frozen.
A reindeer or a polar bear? All right, I'm gonna go reindeer.
Final answer?
Yeah, definitely.
Unfortunately, Yola Couture is a giant cat. He's a giant house cat.
Ah, yes.
That will
Yes.
eat you if you don't get new clothes before Christmas Eve. So no points awarded, but we did all get a little extra
Wait,
culture
you have
on
to
that
get
one.
the clothes before Christmas? I thought
Before
you get clothes
Christmas
for
Eve.
Christmas.
It was apparently a way that they used to get sheep herders off their duffs and get those autumn sweaters made before it got too cold out, and so that was how the tradition stems from. But anyways, no points awarded on that one. But this next one stays with North Coast, also for 100 points. Instead of Santa Claus, Italian parents leave out a plate of broccoli and spicy sausage and a glass of wine for this ugly but kind old witch who flies around on her broom and drops presents down the chimney for good children all over the country. What is her name?
It's like on the tip of my tongue. It's right there.
Shit.
I have no idea.
It's
I don't
very
either.
Italian, if I remember correctly. Oh god.
Is she from Wicked at all? I mean, would that help?
I feel like I'm really lagging because I have a nanny, and the girl I nanny for, we're learning about holidays all over the world.
What are Italian?
Nona.
No, maybe it's
Maybe it's
is it Stregonona? Is Stregonona? That's a children's book, but maybe it's based off the old lady.
We'll need
Let's
an
go-
answer
let's
from
go-
you in a
let's
second.
Go for it. Go for it.
Stregonona.
Final answer?
Sure.
Stregonona is not correct, North Coast, unfortunately, which means bear with us. You can get 50 points if you can tell me the name of that old, sweet Italian witch.
Nice. Guys, I have no idea.
Marty, you're Italian, so you take it away.
He's actually Dutch.
I thought, I thought it was Dominic the donkey when he started saying Italian, but that would be way too easy. So at this point, your guess is as good as mine. I
We're
don't
gonna go
know what witch. I don't know what witch. Do you know witch in Italian? I known as Nana, like Nona's grandma.
Okay, a
What
couple
about
seconds and I
Baba
will need
Yaga?
an answer from you.
Virandabashimwundai.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga is your final answer?
Seal that one in. Yeah.
Those were all great names, and as much as I love Dominic the Donkey, unfortunately, her name is La Befana. La Befana.
Oh, okay.
Of
The
course.
lovely Italian witch.
That was my second one, actually.
All right, bear with us. This one stays with you. This is yours for 100 points.
All right,
My fellas, come on.
For residents in Caracas, Venezuela, many neighborhoods close the streets to cars on Christmas morning, as it is customary for churchgoers to glide to Mass using this form of transportation.
Yeah. Glide. So, I mean, first thought, obviously, sled, sleigh, too easy, right? Too easy.
Is there snow in Venezuela?
during the time of Christmas.
So what else would
There's
they
snow
use
at
to
all in
glide?
Venezuela. That's what I
What
want
else,
to know.
what else would they use to glide? A hunk of butter? You know, like a
A wakeboard? I don't know.
I was thinking a skateboard, but a
Skateboard?
sled feels to glide. To
like
glide.
glide.
Okay, I'll give you a few more seconds and I will need an answer
a
from you.
longboard.
What?
Are they rollerblading?
Let's go with it. Why
I've
not?
seen some Latina yeah, I've seen some people rollerblading. Yeah, we're gonna go with rollerblades.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, your final answer.
It's a little ridiculous, guys, but it is right. Rollerblades, roller skates for Christmas morning.
Why?
We're 100 points, tying it up there.
Let's go,
Nicely
fellas.
done. Bear with us. See,
Wow.
this is what teamwork gets you. All right, great. So the last question of the category, this one goes back over to North Coast. This is yours for 100. In Oaxaca, Mexico, no holiday celebration is complete without these vegetables. which shopkeepers would traditionally carve into ornaments to entice people into their stores. On December 23rd, locals gather to see them carved into intricate miniatures of the Nativity and other events from Mexican folklore. What do they carve them out of?
I'm
What's
thinking
a,
like a squash.
what's a carvable vegetable? A squash sounds good. What else could we carve? Like
What
a
about like
tomato?
a
Too wet.
little baby Jesus onion?
Oh, baby Jesus.
That would be impressive. I would go see that.
That one seems too hard though. I don't know.
Everyone's crying.
I don't think so. Yeah, you'd be crying.
Yeah.
I'm down with onion. I'm down
What
with
about like a
squash.
carrot or a potato?
Ooh, maybe it's
Those are
potato.
carvable.
Those are carvable. Or
Okay, I'll
carrot.
give you a couple more seconds and I will need an answer.
Okay. Someone pick.
Potato? What do you guys think?
Okay, I'm down with potato.
Let's
Uh,
go with potato.
We'll say a papa, a potato.
A papa, a potato. Not correcto. I'm sorry. It is not potato, which means, bear with us, you can get 50 points if you can name that carvable vegetable.
Okay, fellas. I was also thinking potato. Carrot.
I was thinking gourd.
A gourd.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
A gourd. But do they have those in Mexico? Do they have gourds?
Yeah, true. I feel like they would have it anywhere, but that's true.
You know,
Okay, a couple more
gourd
seconds and I am
beans.
going to need an answer from you.
Is a gourd similar to a pumpkin, Corbin?
Yes. It's squash, like what was mentioned earlier. But gourd is.
Okay. All right, Corbin, lock us in.
We'll do
Like I said,
gourd.
gourd.
Locking it in. Gourd.
Locking it in, Corbin.
Yeah.
I like how you went for the broad spectrum of vegetable variety, but unfortunately, it's not a gourd either. They carve radishes. They carve miniatures, miniature nativity scenes out of radishes.
And they
So
kind of
points
look
there.
like ornaments.
Yes, and they hang them
That's
like
it.
Christmas ornaments. So,
And they make your poop red. So
now, don't you all feel a little bit more knowledgeable about other people's cultures after having finished that category up? And in the end, that's what we like to do here at Quarantine. We like to bring the outside world in. But unfortunately, that's the end of that category, which means we're moving on to our next game. And we asked you earlier in the show if you could give us a suggestion of something that people typically complain about over the holidays. And we're not going to take one. We're going to take a bunch of them. And I'll ask you what those are in a second, Al. But I'm going to explain this game before we get into it, because tonight, for the first time ever, on Quarantine, it's a special time of the year, and we wanted to make a special game. So it's going to be our first ever holiday poetry slam. So here's how this works. We asked you to give us some things that you personally complain about, or something that you hear people complain about all the time over the holidays. We're going to throw out a bunch of suggestions for our 6 contestants here. Now, after we get those suggestions out, I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. You all have something that you can write down with if you need it, or if you want to freestyle it, or if you want to just improv it off the top of your head. You can do whatever you like, but we're going to give you 60 seconds to compose some thoughts. When I call time, I'm going to pick you at random. And what you're going to do is you're going to give me a 15 to 30 second slam poem style poem about one of the topics that you thought was the best to complain about. So you give us your best rant. These don't have to rhyme. They can be whatever they want. It's slam poetry. So have fun with it, but get animated, because when we're all done listening to your poems, the audience is going to vote on which team gave us the best poetry slam. Make sense to everybody? Okay, fantastic. So now, Al, could we please have a few holiday gripes that people in our audience have?
All right, coming at you, the top 5 suggestions by the audience. They hate crowds. They hate in-law visits. They hate driving in the snow. They hate how expensive it is. And they hate seeing high school classmates that have come home for the holidays.
Okay, awesome. 5 great suggestions. Thank you to everybody in the chat who provided. So, Al, throw up a 60-second timer. Let it rip, because in 60 seconds, we're going to have our Quarantine first annual, hopefully last annual, holiday poetry slam. And
Go.
let's get it going here. And I think the best part about slam poetry is that you don't even really have to try. You just have to feel.
You're just there. Also, I'd like to say, Chris, James Mallon said you're looking good.
Oh, well, right back at you, James Mallon. I can't see you, but I just know it. I can just feel it in my bones. So, Good to see you, and good to see everybody. I hope everybody's having a safe and sane holiday season right now. I know it's getting a little crazy out there, which is why there's so
30
many
seconds.
things that we can slam poem about. 30 seconds left on the clock. Teams, let's get those pens moving. And I want to see some energy on these too. Don't be afraid to get up and get moving and put some heart into it. So how we looking on time?
15 seconds.
15 seconds. Clock is ticking. I see
And
Anna.
10.
Anna, she looks very calm. She looks like she's ready to go.
Coming down to 5, 4.
4, 3, 2, 1, and that is time. Let's get this thing going. Hannah, you look like you are just rearing to go right out of the gate. So we're gonna have you start off by giving us the title of your poem, and then get right into it. Remember, we're only looking for 15-ish to 30 seconds, so if it's long, I will call time because we got to keep it moving. But Hannah, you look like you're the most eager to get up there. Let's see it. What is your poem called?
My poem is called Not My Mom.
All right, let it rip.
She has me call her mom, but we aren't related. Why don't you cook more? She asks me when I'm in the kitchen cooking for her son. I'm cooking right now, but it's not enough. It's never enough. This year she's here for a month. That's it.
Well done, Hannah. Let's keep it going. Let's move over to Bear With Us. Marty, I'm digging the shades. What do you got for us? Show us your soul.
This is called Kenny's the Crowd. So many people in this bar. I shouldn't have brought my car. I'm at Kenny's bar and pub. I wish I were in the tub. I see all their old faces in this maddening crowd. What up, Stacy? Remember me? I do comedy now. Thank you.
Well played, Marty. Well played. All right, back over to North Coast. JD, lay us something on us.
This is called Budgets. December and I'm checking my spreadsheet. But I'm scared. I think I'm gonna wet sheets. Cause I got small amounts. I can barely even count all the dollars. And the problems, they mount and mount and mount like a mountain. I wish I could mount them, but I can't because I'm heaven sent. I gotta get gifts for the little ones. They want coloring books and toys. It's $30. What? I can't get that coloring book. My bank account is too short. Thank you.
JD, I felt that one. I felt that one really from the bottom of my heart. All right, we're going back over to Bear With Us. Corbin, let's see what you got.
Come on, Corby.
All right. In-laws. In law. I should have studied law to impress my in-laws. Because it's a in-clause? Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho. No, no, no. Comedy isn't a career. But do you hear the sounds of the season? That is the reason. There you go.
I can dig it. All right, awesome. Luke, let's see what you got.
All right, I'm ready. This one is called My Old Lady's Daddy Ain't Invited. Man, I hate Christmas with my in-laws, making me grit my teeth, get me that dental floss. My old lady's daddy walking around in his men's drawers, and Christmas Day mass? Shit, man, my family's been had flaws. But at the end of the day, it's family, so I'm over it. Roaring fire, hot chocolate outside, and we snowed in it. But your dad still think Trump won, so he's still boasting it. And he ain't coming this year because we ain't trying to spread that corona shit. Thank you.
Nice. That is awesome, Luke. All right, Andrew, take us home, buddy.
I'll take us home. Crowds. The people so loud. I don't want to shroud my thoughts, but this shit gets me hot in my head, in my mind. It's so crazy. Let's get moving. Don't be lazy. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. Fuck people. That's all I got.
Hey, I could feel it. Okay, it comes from in here, and I get it. All right. That was incredible. So thank you all, to all 6 of you, for doing that, because honestly, didn't know how that was going to play out, but it was fantastic. So great
Hey,
job,
shout out JD. JD's got my
everybody.
pick.
Great job, everybody. But it's not, Andrew, it's not up to us to decide who did the
No, I
best.
know,
That's
I
up
know.
for our audience to decide. So viewers, please do us a favor, jump in the chat right now, and you're going to vote for the team that you thought had the best slam poems. If there was one in particular that you liked, that's cool. You can vote for that team, but just give us the name of the team that that person was on so we can count those votes. And we're going to tally those up. And the team that got the most votes is going to tack on an extra 300 points to their score. But we'll find out what those results were when we come back after a quick break. But before we do, we have something special for the kiddos out there, because it's the moment these kids have been waiting for all year. So for all of our quarantine junior sleuths out there, get your little Quarantine Annie secret decoder rings and use them to try to figure out this secret message. We'll let you know if you get it right after the break, and this word from one of our amazing sponsors.
You've had a rough 4 years. Zilquil gets it. Catch up on all that sleep you lost while you wait for January 20th with a new line of Zilquil. Introducing Zilquil Months. 3 doses will let you sleep through the next 3 months with ease. Wake up to a new world void of problems, stress, and orange presidents.
My sleep schedule has been terrible the past 4 years. What between nightmares about Trump building a wall and watching John Oliver clips all night, I haven't gotten a lick of sleep, and I wasn't starting to feel like myself anymore. Then Trump announced that he wasn't going to leave the White House without a fight, and I got even more stressed out. Zilquil Months changed all that for me. Now I've been able to make up on all the sleep I lost, and I feel like myself again. Thanks, Zilquil Months.
It's not for colds. It's not for pains. It's for the transition. Because this is some crazy shit.
All right, junior sleuths, did you get those decoder rings spinning? If you did, you probably figured out our secret message, and you know that the answer was Yas Queen. Yas Queen was the secret message. So keep it up, kids, and we will see you next holiday. But right now, we got to get back into the game, and we asked you to throw your votes in the chat to see which team did the best slam poems at our first holiday slam poetry extravaganza. And Al, who do we get for a winner?
It was very close, Chris, but North Coast slammed it better.
North Coast slammed it better, but that doesn't mean that Bear With Us didn't slam it hard. So that's an extra 300 points for North Coast. And looking at the scores right now, I have Bear With Us with 100 points, and I have North Coast with 400 points thanks to that lead they just got from that game. But it's round 2, which means that the questions are worth 200 points. It's still anybody's game, and we're going to move into our next category. Now, if you've spent any time anywhere, whether it's in the car or whether it's out and about, or maybe you're just trying to set the mood in your own house or apartment, you got to listen to some Christmas music this time of year, am I right? I mean, 'tis the season. It's what gets everybody in the mood. But after a while, you start to listen to the same songs over and over again. It gets a little repetitive. It gets a little monotonous, and you're looking for something to shake it up. So that's why I thought we would take an opportunity now to maybe educate some of our contestants in some of the lesser-known Christmas songs that there are out there in a game that I'm calling Christmas Song or Christmas Wrong. And here's how this game works. Now, this isn't our usual trivia game. Each of you is going to be given the title of a Christmas song, except some of these songs are real, and some of these songs are titles that I invented. Now, it's going to be up to you to tell me whether or not that the title that I give you is a real or a fake Christmas song. So, if you get the question right, you'll get your team 100 points. Getting it wrong gets nothing. These are individual questions. You'll each get 2. Make sense to everybody? All right, great. So we're going to start off with JD. JD, I'm going to give you a title. You tell me if this is a real or a fake song.
Right.
Your Christmas song title is called That Old Christmas Twang.
That's a real song.
Fortunately, JD, I made that one up. That is fake, so no points are awarded for that one. Andrew, please, can you tell me if you could listen to this song on Spotify or if it's something that I made up? Your song title is called Tears Beneath the Mistletoe.
Ooh, wow. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say that's real.
Andrew, I made that one up too, so no points are awarded on that one.
Corbin, you nodded.
See, this is why. This is your question, Andrew. You can't go looking for help from anybody
Corbin,
else.
come on.
All right. Moving down to Hannah. Hannah, this question is for you. Tell me if it's real or fake. The title is called I'm Gonna Lasso Santa Claus.
Oh. Real?
It is real. It's by Brenda Lee from 1956. Who could forget that old classic?
And she did.
And
Oh,
she
okay.
did.
Question answered.
So that is 100 points for North Coast. Nice job, Hannah. All right, moving over to Corbin. Corbin, this one is for you. Please tell me if this is a real or a fake song. It's called Santa Made Me Do It.
Oh, for sure. That's got to be real.
Corbin, I made that one up. There is no points awarded on that question, Corbin.
Well,
That is a fake song title. All right, moving over to Luke. Luke, this one's going to be for you. Your song title is called Christmas Island.
Christmas Island. It sounds so fake that it's got to be real, Chris.
Final answer?
Final answer. I think it's real.
It is real by the Andrews Sisters from 1946.
Classic. An easy one. Luke got a softball.
I live on Christmas Island. I knew it was real.
All right. Well, Marty, maybe you could score some points for Bear With Us. This one's yours for 100 points. Your song title is called Christmas in Jail, parentheses, Ain't That a Pain?
Real song.
Real song? It is a real song by Leroy Carr from 1929. Nicely done, Marty. That's 100 points for Bear With Us.
Here we go, Mart.
All right. We're going to start back over at the top of the order. We're going to start over here with JD. This one is for you. Please tell me if this is real or fake. Dear Santa, bring me a man this Christmas.
That's a fake song.
JD, that's by the Weather Girls, who famously wrote It's Raining Men. This is a 1983 holiday classic. If it's not, it should be. So no points on that one. Moving over to Andrew. Andrew, this one is for yours. Tell me if it's real or fake. Song is titled... Sorry, I lost my track here. It's called The Mac with the Sack.
The Mac with the sack?
The Mac with the Sack.
That's real.
I wish it was, but it's not, Andrew, because I made up that title.
I wish it was too. That's why I said real.
Don't we all? But hey, there's still time, right? All right, we're going over to Hannah. Hannah, this one is yours. Your song title is called Santa, Teach Me to Dance.
Ooh, real.
It is real by Debbie and the Darnells from 1962.
Debbie.
100 points for North Coast. All right, going over to Corbin. Corbin, this one is for you. Your song title is called Get Back, It's Christmas.
I'm going to go with fake.
Corbin, it is fake. For 100 points on the board for Bear With Us. All right. Luke, this one is yours. Tell me if it's real. It's called What Will Santa Claus Say When He Finds Everyone Swinging?
You know what? That's just too good. It's got to be real. I'm going real, Chris.
Luke, it is real by the late, great Louis Prima from 1936. Swing dance and classic.
Wow.
All right. And last one for the category. Please tell me if this one is real or fake. Marty.
Come on, Mart.
Your song title is called Red Suit and a Blue Heart.
Fake.
It is fake for 100 points. Nicely
Marty.
done, Marty. All right, so that's the end of the category, but we're not done giving out the points just yet because we're going to give our teams an opportunity to score an extra 200 points on this game. And here's what I'll need one of you from each team to do. We're going to give you an opportunity to sing a couple lines from one of the songs that I made up that haven't even been written yet. And I'll repeat the titles of the songs. Bear with us. We're going to let you do this one first. So I'll repeat the titles of the songs. Any one of you can jump in and do this. You can help each other out if you want to make this a group number. But pick a title that was made up by me and just give us a couple of lines and let the folks at home know exactly how it should have been written. So here's the titles again. The fake ones were That Old Christmas Twang, Tears Beneath the Mistletoe, Santa Made Me Do It, The Mac with the Sack, Get Back, It's Christmas, and Red Suit and a Blue Heart. So choose any one of those that you'd like. You can take a couple of seconds, but when you got something, jump right in.
Oh, he's the Mac with a sack. When he comes in, he don't look back. He's always going to your place, and it's a nice place. And he goes and leaves presents all over the place. Oh, here's the Mac with the sack.
The sack.
Nice. Little backup vocals there from your teammates at the last possible second. Nicely done. Bear with us. All right, North Coast. You can't do Mac with the sack. That one's been taken. But was there another one that you had in mind? Feel free to just jump right in and give us a couple of lines.
I got one to start.
Oh, you
Someone
got
else wants to pick it up.
You go.
I'm sorry, officer. I'm sorry, officer. I'm sorry, officer. Santa made me do it. I'm sorry, officer. I'm sorry, officer. I'm sorry, officer. Santa made me do it.
All right. Nicely done, North Coast. All right.
Oh, I thought you were going to pick it up.
All right. Well, now our audience has an opportunity to decide which team gave us the better, newest hit Christmas song for the year 2020. Was it Bear With Us with their rendition of The Mac with the Sack, or was it North Coast with Santa Made Me Do It? Throw some votes in the chat. We're going to tally those up, and whoever wins this game, they're going to get their team an extra 200 points. But while we're counting those votes up, we're going to move on to the next category for round 2. And, you know, we have a lot of food around the holidays. We like to do a lot of eating. We like to do a lot of drinking. And for a lot of people who have coronavirus, one thing that they don't talk about is the side effect that you have where you don't smell or taste anything. A lot of people losing their sense of smell and taste this holiday season. And ain't it a shame? So we thought we would make the people who may be watching at home who have lost their palate not mind that they have gone missing in these recent couple of weeks, with a category full of questions of things that you absolutely would probably never want to eat anyways. We're calling it Bad Taste. So these are all questions that have to do with foods that are known for their gross taste or smell. All right, bear with us. You are going to get the first question. This is round 2. These are all worth 200 points. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Commonly sold as street food in China and parts of Southeast Asia. Balut may be hard to swallow for those unfamiliar with it, but to those who enjoy it, they can't get enough of these eggs filled with the half-formed embryos of this animal. What is the animal inside the shell of a balut?
Okay.
Christ.
My head goes to do ducks lay eggs? This is a question.
Yes, they're birds. So yes.
So that's where my head goes, is duck.
I'm good with duck.
So a duck. Wait. So it's a duck inside of an egg, like a duck
Oh, it's
embryo.
a half-formed embryo. Yeah. So it's like
a half-formed duck embryo. Egg.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, let's do it.
Lock it in.
Locking it in, going with
wait.
duck.
Do you have a better one? What do you think?
You have a better one, Corbin? What do you have? What do you have?
No,
I'll take
no,
anything
you
but duck.
look-
I'll take
you
anything
look-
but duck. What do you have? What do you
You
have,
look
Corbin?
dissatisfied. We're doing duck. Sorry.
Okay.
Final answer? Final answer is duck?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad we got through that one. Duck is correct for 200 points. Bear with us.
Love
Nicely
you.
done.
I'm going to give you a big wet kiss after this.
Good thing you didn't walk that one back, did you? All right, moving over to North Coast. This is yours for 200. It may taste like Windex, but the traditional Icelandic food hakarl is considered staple cuisine to people on the island who have developed a taste for the flesh of this fermented animal. What is the animal that makes up hakarl?
Maybe like seal.
Yeah, I was thinking some sort of water creature
I was
too.
definitely thinking water.
Or like seal, maybe like a trout.
Do we think it's a type of fish? Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Fermented.
Fermented fish.
If you ferment any meat, it's gonna taste like Windex.
Yeah.
That didn't really help us.
Couple more seconds and I will need an answer from you.
Should we go fish?
Or like a shrimp.
You shrimp. I still think like seal blubber.
Go for it, Hannah. Let's do it.
Eel.
Seal is your final answer?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, North Coast. Seal is not the correct answer, which means bear with us. You have an opportunity to get 100 points. Can you tell me what makes up a hakarl?
I'm thinking it's either like a trout or a bass.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I don't know how specific we have
Do
to
they
be.
have
if it's
trout and bass in that area of the world?
That's the second question.
salmon?
That's the deep.
Salmon? A tuna. They have tuna over there. I got
Okay.
spicy tuna.
Okay. Should we go
Does it taste like Windex?
A couple more seconds, and I will need an answer from you.
Athletic tuna does taste like Windex. That's like a
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, tuna. Tuna.
Final answer?
Tuna, Chris.
Final
Tuna.
answer is tuna.
Yes, sir.
Bear with us. Unfortunately, you're in the right part geographically, but you are in the wrong with the animal. It is a shark. It is the fermented Greenland shark, and it tastes like Windex because it is loaded with ammonia. It is a deep water shark that has so much ammonia in its skin that they can just bury it in the sand and it ferments. And I've had it, and it tastes exactly like what you think it would. But so no points awarded on that one, which means we're going to stay with Bear With Us. This is yours for 200 points. Known as, quote, the smelliest fruit in the world, this fruit from Southeast Asia has a reputation for being so pungent that it is banned in many outdoor spaces in Singapore, including public transit. But despite the smell, fans claim that it tastes like a mix of custard and chocolate.
I'm going to go with the poop fruit.
Nope, it's a jackfruit.
Okay. Poop fruit was a joke, so we're going to go with jackfruit.
You sure you don't want to use poop fruit?
No, we're going to go with jackfruit on that one, Chris.
90% sure.
Final answer is jackfruit.
Locking it in.
You did make Al laugh, though, so...
So it's a win either way. But so jackfruit is your final answer?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, Corbin, it's the other 10% somewhere in there because jackfruit is not the fruit that we're looking for, which means North Coast. Can you give us the answer?
It's the
It's a durian, right?
durian.
Final answer?
Durian. Yes, durian.
Durian is correct. Cousin of the jackfruit. I can see where your head was with that one, but durian is the correct answer. Stolen for 100 points. Great job, North Coast. And North Coast, you can get 200 points if you can answer this one correctly. The Sardinian delicacy casu marzu literally translates to rotten cheese in its native tongue, and while the sheep's milk cheese that it's made from does indeed smell putrid, it's this extra ingredient that's inside the cheese that connoisseurs claim is the real flavor maker.
It's the maggots.
Okay.
Final answer?
Yeah.
That is correct. It
Oh
is
my God.
live maggots inside the cheese, and they say it gives it that little je ne sais gross.
Trivia where that was a question. So I.
Nicely done. And have you had casu marzu before, Hannah?
No. No.
You can get it with the maggots dead, but some people say it's not worth it. So, all right. Well, nicely done. That's 200 points.
I've had balut, and it's pretty good.
Have you had balut? I would try it. I've just never had the opportunity. But then again, I'll try it. I've had hakarl, so you know.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, anyways, this last question goes back over to Bear With Us. This is for 200 points. If any of the foods that we mentioned already weren't enough to make you gag, then you could always reach for a bottle of this, which gets its name from the South American root that the extract is derived from, the root known colloquially as the roadside sick-making plant. What is the name of the food that I'm talking about?
I mean...
Are we thinking ayahuasca? Is that just me?
That's not a food. That's a drug.
It's a root.
I should say I'm sorry, I should clarify that. The product that I'm looking for is derived from a root extract. The answer is not a food.
Roadkill, derived from a root extract. I'm going to go with I don't know on this one, guys. That's what I've got.
It's up to you, Marty. I messed up with durian, so.
Okay, can you repeat the question one more time real quick?
Absolutely. This product gets its name from a South American root that the extract is derived from, known colloquially as the roadside sick-making plant.
I'm gonna go with a clover.
Guasaka.
I'm sorry, which one's your final answer?
What is it, Andrew?
I said guasaka.
Sure.
Wasaka is your final answer?
Yes.
Unfortunately, Wisaka is not correct, which means North Coast, you can get 100 points if you can tell us the name of the product that I'm talking about.
I feel like ayahuasca sounded right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? South American.
Or cocaine.
No chance. No chance.
Agave, I don't know.
I've never done it, but I have a friend who did, and it made him throw up.
Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ayahuasca?
Final answer?
Sure.
It is not ayahuasca either. The root that it comes from is named ipecacuanha, but we know it as ipecac or syrup of ipecac. It's a old school purgative for when people used to swallow things under the kitchen cabinets. So no points awarded on that one either, but that's the end of the category. And I'm looking at the scores right now, but we still have a couple extra points to tack on here. Did we get a winner, Al, for our best Christmas Carol lyrics?
We did. North Coast actually took that one as well.
North Coast won it as well. Well, that's an extra 200 points for North Coast. And looking at the scores right now, I have Bear With Us with 600 points. And in the lead, I have North Coast with 1,300 points. Seems like there's a gap there, but we're about to head into round 3 where the questions are worth even more, and there's still plenty of game to go, and we're going to get to it. But first, we have another ad from another one of our wonderful sponsors. We'll be right back.
Do you feel sad? Do you have trouble motivating yourself at work? Do you not enjoy things you used to enjoy? Well, you're not alone. Well, it's time to try to think positive. The hot white girl, Kaylee, that you did a group project with once says on Instagram that she's doing her best to stay positive, so you probably should too. She looks so happy. Look at her. How does she pay for a 2-bedroom in the Loop by herself? Why don't we all work in marketing? Would that make us happy? So, if you're sad, think positive. Thanks. I guess it is that easy, Kaylee.
Thinking positive is not for everyone. Side effects include dry mouth, insomnia, sexual side effects, and feeling bad that you're not productive every second of the day, even though that's okay and the 40-hour workweek is capitalist propaganda. Talk to your doctor about thinking positive today, by which I mean get a referral for a therapist. It's okay to admit you need help. Kaylee sucks and didn't make the PowerPoint like she said she would, so you had to do it.
And we're back, and a big thank you to our sponsor. That ad brought to us by one of our own wonderfully talented writers, Rebecca Schrum. And speaking of, we have a treat tonight because we are all a little bit spread out this time of year. We're going to see family. We are in and out and everywhere. But it's our last show of the year, and we thought that we would do a little extra special category where we're going to have our writer, Rebecca. She has something planned for us. So if she wants to come on out here, Rebecca.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on? So you're back home.
Yes. I'm in Charleston right now. I flew in an hour ago. So you're
fantastic. Well, thank you again for coming in tonight. And I know you have something special planned. So it's the end of the year. I mean, we've only got a couple of weeks left. And man, it has been just the longest year in history, I think, right?
Yeah, this is one of those years like we're stuck inside a lot more. So who knows when stuff happened? The years felt longer than usual. We've had several cycles of video trends, viral events, stuff like that. So I've got a couple of events from 2020 I'm going to share with each of you individually. And all you have to do is tell me what month that it happened this year, which sounds easier than it is because who knows when anything happened, right? Okay, so I'm gonna get to it. My first question is for Hannah. We can't talk about quarantine trends without Tiger King, which I haven't watched, sorry. It's a true crime documentary series on Netflix following Joseph Maldonado Passage, aka Joe Exotic, and the community of collectors of exotic animals, such as alleged husband murderer Carol Baskin. So my question for you is, when was Carol Baskins on Dancing with the Stars?
Oh, okay. So my first answer is that time is a construct and nothing's real.
Flat circle, right?
Cyclical, man.
Yeah. If that doesn't work, oh geez, when was she on Dancing with the Stars? Give me a second. When she started, right? Like when Dancing with the Stars.
It was all the same month.
Oh, what? Oh my. Okay.
Not a good dancer.
I'll give you a couple seconds.
Okay. September.
That's right. Yeah, Carol Baskin. Yes, it was September. That's great. If you know like fall TV, then you would have known that. She lasted for 3 episodes. She was eliminated on Disney Night. She danced to Circle of Life from The Lion King because marketing, I guess. All right. My next question is for Corbin.
Corbo.
Come on, Corby.
So at the end of 2019, Bernie Sanders once again asked us for our support in his campaign video that went viral. Thank you. But later in the game, Kanye West announced his plan to run for president in 2020 on Twitter.com. When did that happen?
I want to say February.
I'm sorry. No, not quite. He announced it on July 4th on Independence Day in this fair country. He suspended his campaign in November. Last month? Can you imagine? So that was.
I thought he had it too. I really did. I thought he had it.
I mean, I voted for him. Who didn't?
It was tight. It was tight.
Yeah, wrote it in with D's nuts.
And Harambe.
My next question is for JD. The Dalgona coffee was a whipped South Korean coffee beverage that became popularized on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all the good stuff because it had very few ingredients, looked cute, and was easy to make. When did this trend take off?
I'm going to say May.
I'm sorry. It was not quite. If you said March or April, I was going to give it to you because it was sort of late March, early April. I made it myself because I am basic. I got to say, if you're going to try it, which I would recommend, it is very good, but use like a mixer. Don't try and whip it by hand. It's harder than it seems. All right. My next question is either going to be the hardest or the easiest question, depending on who you are. It is for Marty.
Okay.
Come on, Marty.
I have for you this cursed photo of Robert Pattinson.
I'm gonna put it up for the at home.
Yeah, check. Al's gonna give it to at home people. This is of him in an Adidas tracksuit in a kitchen. It was actually taken in 2017 while he prepared for a role in Good Time. It blew up on TikTok. If you went on TikTok in this month, you would have seen it.
Yeah.
So what month?
I would have, wouldn't I? Let's go with it feels to me like an August photo.
So close. Very close. It was September.
Oh.
It was September. Yeah, it's it's funny how the TikTok algorithms work.
Yeah.
If you are there on Pattinson TikTok or you weren't.
I wasn't.
Yeah. It just
Don't
makes
feel bad,
me
Marty.
laugh.
I
Like
wasn't
10
either.
minutes today on the plane. I don't know. All right. So my next question is for Luke. All right. Oh, all right. I gave these out randomly. You probably know this one.
Okay.
So Animal Crossing is a delightful real-time simulation game for the Nintendo Switch in which you, the player, moves to a deserted island and helps your animal friends and neighbors build a new life together. When did Animal Crossing come out?
Ooh, this is very funny because for the viewers at home, Beck and I actually went to high school together and used to play video games together way in the past.
We really did, yeah.
This is not a joke.
Yeah. Also, I did not. I gave them out in a random order. This is not about this.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was like late March, right?
Yep, it was March 20th, which is funny because the Tiger King question was originally when Tiger King came out, which was March 20th as well. So
Big day in history.
it was a very big day. A lot of celebrities have tweeted about it, including Elijah Wood, Chrissy Teigen, T-Pain, Guy Fieri for some reason. Cole Sprouse.
Why not Guy Fieri?
Yeah,
I mean, that island might as well be Flavor Town.
I think it was. I don't remember. I did look at it, but
Make a lot of tasty recipes with those animals.
I have one more question. Y'all are doing great. It's for Andrew. This is my favorite question. So Mr. Peanut died this year. I'm sorry to tell you, Planters released an ad sometime this year showing the death of mascot Mr. Peanut due to a car accident.
I would have guessed unknown peanut allergy.
Yep. But you might have seen the hashtag #RIPeanut. So tell me, what year did Mr. Peanut, not what year, what month did Mr. Peanut meet his demise?
Yes, the year was 2020. The month was February. It was a Super Bowl campaign.
You're so close, because Mr. Peanut died in January, but was resurrected in February on the Super Bowl. He was so close. Yes. Yes, he was resurrected in a Super Bowl ad. It's called Baby Peanut, I think.
Baby Peanut?
Yeah, but the actual ad was January 22nd, so you were so close.
Thank you. Yeah.
Wow.
I've heard Baby Peanut before. That's a nickname I've gotten in the past.
A lot of you were really close, so I'm proud of you. I forgot a lot of that. I forgot about the Mr. Peanut thing, and I laughed about that for about 20 minutes on the plane today.
There's so many things that happened this year that we just completely didn't even realize, and then when you try to put them in perspective, it's amazing to think that it's still 2020. A lot has happened. So thank you so much, Rebecca, for coming on and sharing some nostalgia with us from the year. And thank you very much for being here. And we will see you soon. So have a safe one.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, that's the end of that category. We're going to get into our last category of the game. And you can't have the holidays without understanding the true meaning of the holidays. And I'm talking about getting into the holiday spirit. And by spirit, I mean what you're pouring into your glass that night, because we're going to need it if we're going to get through the end of this year. So I thought we'd take this last category as an opportunity to ask our contestants some questions about some of the favorite, popular, or sometimes underappreciated beverages that we're going to imbibe over the coming weeks in a category that I'm calling Christmas spirits.
Very nice.
So these are all questions that have to do with booze around the holidays. So we're going to start this one off with North Coast. This one's yours. These are all 300 points. If you can get them right, 150 to steal. Tradition holds that this American statesman loved to serve eggnog, heavily laden with whiskey from his own personal distillery. However, while many claim to know his personal homemade nog recipe, in reality, the original has been lost to history. Who am I talking about?
American statesman, a booze lover.
Wouldn't it be like a whiskey maker? Is Jack Daniels related to our history?
I don't think that's
if you drink enough of them.
He said statesman, not president, so it makes me think it's someone like a Ben Franklin or something like that.
Yeah, I feel like Ben Franklin was an inventor. He was probably mixing shit.
Trying to think of just who's famous in history but not a president. Unless
Give you
it
a
is
couple more seconds, and I am going to need an answer from you.
Let's try Benji.
Yeah,
Ben Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin is your answer?
Yes.
It was not Ben Franklin, which means bear with us for 150 points. Can you name the statesman who loved a boozy eggnog?
Corbin?
I think I know this one because my grandpa loves eggnog and he told me a lot about this. I believe, if I listened correctly, it is George Washington. Do we want to lock it in?
Lock it in, dude. I was going to say Andrew Jackson, but that's just because it's George Washington. Lock it in.
Wait. Statesman, alcohol, Sam Adams. That's the dude that's surrounded by booze.
Okay, I will.
But how many Sam Adams?
How
many Sam Adams eggnogs?
I'm going to bite the bullet. George Washington. Lock
George
it in.
Washington.
George Washington, we're all on board. George Washington locked in. North Coast, I should remind you that a president is also a statesman. It was George Washington for 150 points.
I overthought it.
This
It's all
point,
good.
my
All
grandpa.
Unrelated.
Thank you, Grandpa.
What are you drinking? Is that maple something?
It's apple pie moonshine that I got from
Ooh,
Nashville.
lovely.
I just saw
I've
something
had
about pie and I got excited.
I've had too much of it.
He's really getting into the category, and I appreciate that.
I'm
Cheers
very
to you,
happy.
Corbin. All right, well, that's 150 points for Bear With Us, and also an opportunity for 300 points with this question. Both a beverage and a verb The name for this drink comes from the Anglo-Saxon phrase meaning good health, and today, in certain cultures, is synonymous with revelry and cheer. What is the drink?
I think I know this one too, guys. I don't want to jump ahead because I did it with the jackfruit, but I think it's wassail.
Do it. Yep. Let's do it.
Do we want to go with it?
Yep.
It feels like that could be close to correct.
That sounds Anglo-Saxon.
Wassail.
Final answer?
Yes.
That is correct for 300 points. Here we go, a wassailing. Bear with us. That's 300 extra points for you and a little extra cheer. All right, back over to North Coast. This one is yours. This traditional Christmas drink originates from Puerto Rico and consists of coconut milk, sweetened condensed milk, and of course, lots of Puerto Rican rum. What is the name of the drink?
Coquito.
You heard the man.
Final answer. We're going with it.
Coquito.
Coquito.
The man knows his little coconuts. It is Coquito for 300 points.
Nice, JD.
Cute.
All right. Back over to Bear With Us. Tell me if you can name this answer. This Scandinavian mulled wine dates back to the 1600s when people began adding spices, notably cardamom, and dried fruit to poor tasting wine. Today, it is considered a Nordic-style winter warmer for the weeks leading up to the new year. What is the name of the beverage?
Andrew, did you drink this last night?
I mean, we were drinking mulled wine last night. I want to say mead, but like I don't think that's the answer. But like,
Let's go with it. We
I
got
just
nothing
wanna
else.
say, I don't think that's the only thing I can think of.
Wait,
Let's
why,
do
do,
it.
why do you not think it was mulled wine?
Because
The
he
mulled
said
wine
mulled wine in
said
the
mulled wine.
question.
Oh,
It's
he
me.
did? I didn't listen.
Oh,
Okay,
wait.
Pete, final
That's
answer.
step one in this game, Marty.
I saw it, Chris.
We're gonna say mead. We're gonna say mead.
Final answer is mead.
Yes.
Bear with us. I'm sorry. Mead is not the correct answer, which means North Coast. Can you name that Scandinavian mulled wine?
Will you read the question again?
Of course, I could totally do that.
Okay.
This Scandinavian mulled wine dates back to the 1600s when people began adding spices, notably cardamom and dried fruit, to poor tasting wine. Today, it is considered a Nordic-style winter warmer for the weeks leading up to the new year.
Not like a sangria, right? That's something else.
No, that's it. That's it. Luke, lock it in.
Hey, wait, we're on different teams.
Hannah, what do you got?
Sangria is Mexico.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Couple
get
seconds and I will need an answer from you, North Coast.
Like a honey wine or something? I don't know.
glog. Is glog a thing?
Okay, I do need an answer from you.
I think it's glog.
Glog.
Log.
Final answer?
Yes.
Yeah, no, but yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, glog is correct.
Oh, shit, let's go!
150 points.
Dinner, yes.
You ever had it? They serve it with a little ginger snap cookie. It's delicious. Anyways, go
wow.
find some.
Sounds delicious.
All right,
Go
this
off,
last question.
I thought you made that up.
I did
I'm just
too.
making up words and hoping they stick at this
There's
point.
a lot of Nordic things are just funny sounding, like guttural, But anyways, this last question stays with North Coast. Last question of the category for 300 points. People looking to wow their guests on New Year's Eve may purchase one of these behemoth-sized bottles of champagne. At 15 liters, it is the equivalent of 20 standard bottles of wine, and it's so regal that it takes its name from an ancient Babylonian king. What do you call a 15-liter bottle of champagne?
Isn't that... It's North Coast, right?
It's
Yeah,
for
it
North
does.
Coast, yes.
Is that a Magnum, or are they bigger than Magnums? I've had a Magnum bottle of champagne.
I think it's bigger. Ah, man.
He's a Babylonian king.
Man, my history knowledge is just drifting away right now.
No idea.
15 liters, and it's a Babylonian king.
Okay, a couple more seconds, and I am going to need an answer from you.
Old Testament.
Sure, want to just try Magnum?
Sure.
Let's
Yeah.
try it.
Magnum? Because, like, Magnus is a name.
That's right. Yeah, I buy that.
Final answer?
Sure.
Unfortunately, Magnum is not correct, which means bear with us. Can you name that giant bottle of champagne for 150 points?
Guys, I got this one.
As you can see behind, I have a lot of books. They're all biblical books because they're my father's. And I know this, and I think Andrew knows it too. Andrew, you want to say it?
I was gonna say a joke answer. I was gonna say Vin Diesel because of Babylon AD. So you got it.
I was gonna say Nebuchadnezzar.
Oh!
Final answer?
Yes.
Yes.
Corbin, I'm sorry, it's a Vin Diesel.
Oh!
No, I'm kidding. It's a Nebuchadnezzar for 150
nice.
points. That is
I
150
was about to
points.
drive to Kansas.
I
and
knew
beat
it was
your ass.
so
Oh my god.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm Jew. I barely know the Bible. No.
You got a lot of
That's
biblical
Old
books
Testament stuff.
here.
All right. Well, anyways, that is the end of the category, and that is the end of regular play. And looking at the scores right now, I have Marty, Andrew, and Corbin with Bear With Us. You have 1,200 points. And in the lead at the moment, we have North Coast with 1,950 points. But it's not the end of the game. It just means that we're about to take a giant leap into the final round. And I will explain to Bear With Us and our contestants how this works. Now, in front of me, I have 3 different questions. Each one of them is a different level of difficulty. They are all very difficult, but they range from 500, 750, and 1,000 points, respectively. Now, you have an option to choose a question here, and I'm just doing my math really quick here. So, if you were to choose the 750-point question, the medium difficulty question, you would tie the game up with North Coast, which means North Coast would then have to choose one of the other 2 remaining questions to take back the lead. Or you could go for the 1,000-point question, take the lead, which means that they would definitely have to take the 750-point question to win the game. It is entirely up to you. You can choose. Would you like the 750-point or the 1,000-point question?
Guys, what are you thinking? I'm leaning towards the 750. I mean, I feel like if we get the 1,000, they can win it back with the 750, so we might as well go with the easier question.
Sure.
That's my thought process.
I'm good either way. I got my
let's-
movie guide, so
First,
I'm
we're going to go with the 750. We're going to go
You're
with
going to go for the 750-point question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now, I should point out these are all medical themed, but with a slightly holiday tinge. So your question, Bear With Us, for 750 points, possibly the tying point and possibly the game, depending on how North Coast does. Let's see how this goes. Your question, you ready for it?
Yes.
Chronic wasting disease, sometimes called zombie deer disease, is a transmissible form of encephalopathy that can be spread among populations of reindeer, similar to mad cow disease in cows or Creutzfeldt-Jacobs disease in humans. CWD is thought to be caused by misfolded proteins in the brain known as what? What causes chronic wasting disease, also Creutzfeldt-Jacobs and mad cow disease, these misfolded proteins?
So the names of the proteins?
We're looking for the name of the misfolded proteins that causes these diseases.
Yeah, all right. Chris, I'm going to start by saying, fuck you. That's a hard question. So
I didn't say they were easy. I just said there's one question that's harder.
Oh, man. Do you guys know?
Mitochondria? What are mitochondria? What are those?
That's the powerhouse of the cell. That's not the answer.
Okay, well, let's keep ripping here, yeah?
Okay, proteins. We got amino acids. We got shit. I'm just thinking about.
We got steak. We got chicken. We got pork.
You got it all. You got the gamut. It's an old country buffet up in here.
Yeah, we got gator. You know, we got monkey. We got horse. You know, I'm
I don't know. So I take this stuff called BCAAs when I work out.
Yeah, it's BCAAs. We're locking it in. Let's do it.
BCAAs, locking it in as your final answer. Marty, it shows. I'm just going to point it out right there.
Hey,
They're working for Marty, but unfortunately, it's not working for Bear With Us because that is not, surprisingly, that is not the answer that we were looking for. Prions. Prions are the name of the cause of CWD, Creutzfeldt-Jacobs, mad cow disease. They're not easy questions by any means, gentlemen. We do them at the end just to mess with you. So unfortunately, you didn't get the answer, which means you didn't get the points, which means that the game goes to North Coast. And they're going to be our big winner on this last game of the year.
Guys. Good
and
game.
we are going to get to North Coast in just a second. But first, bear with us. Thank you so much for coming on our show tonight. We really loved having you. You guys are a blast. If you haven't checked them out, please do. And please bear with us. Tell our folks at home how they can see more of you, how they can follow you.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and you can follow us at Bear With Us Comedy. We're doing a thing right now where the guys do a Gatto. Do it.
So we're trying to get a shout out from Joe Gatto from Impractical Jokers.
No, Corbin, do it. Do the thing. No, do it. We're doing. I'm live.
Larry. There you go. We
so
just
Bear With Us Comedy.
Did we all just do a Gatto? Is that what that was?
Yeah, that's what we did a Gatto. We
All
just
right.
got a shout out from
You guys are all
Bert Kreischer,
You
so
guys
it's
all
the
get a
whole
check in the mail. A check. You guys all owe us $25. So go ahead and sign that and send it back to us.
We'll work out the kinks afterwards. But all right, so bear with us, and you guys are followed at on Instagram, Facebook. I think that might have gotten lost in the wash there.
Yeah, Bear With Us Comedy. All
Bear
one
With Us
word on
Comedy.
Instagram.
All right, fantastic.
Yes,
Well, I
thank
love
you
what you
for
guys
having
do. 3 hilarious sketch comedians. Be sure to check them out.
Thank you,
And
Chris. We'll
thank
get you on. We'll get you on a video in the future.
I would
Reach out.
love that more than you could ever know. But thank you all so much for coming on tonight. We hope you had a good time. But that brings us over to our big winner for the evening, North Coast. And if my memory serves me correctly, that means that North Coast, you guys are 2 for 2 on quarantine wins here. And we are going to make sure that we don't send you home empty-handed. And I believe Rebecca has a little holiday surprise in store for your big win tonight. Rebecca, tell them what they won.
Yep, that's right. We are not cheap here at Quarantine the Game Show. We have for you a sloth tea infuser. It's very cute. So if Al is gonna send that to everybody, see what it looks like. Whoever thinks it's the most cute can send their address to Chris, and he'll make sure you get it.
Yeah, and we are not cheap here, but I should also point out we are not rich. There's only one to go around for the 3 of you, but we will sort out those details later. But North Coast, thank you again so much for coming on tonight. We really hope you had a great time. And for the folks at home, we've seen you perform before. You guys are fantastic. Where can they find you? Where can they follow you?
Yes, well, we'll have to sort out the tea infuser. We'll get it done, but you can find us online, North Coast NYC on all socials, and that's our website too. We've been doing some shows online. We've been performing, live streaming in 2 different events as well, which has been really cool. So, hit us up. We'd love to collaborate and make things happen. Yes.
We've been doing some virtual classes, so if you find us online, you can get more information about those, as well as on our website. You can join our mailing list to get more info on the virtual classes, as well as if you'd like to hire us for your business events.
Yeah, and be sure to check them out. Oh, sorry, was there another also?
We also have a Christmas song that is out right now with me and some of the other members from our team, and you can find that. It is on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, wherever you listen to music. Just search for Christmas on the North Coast.
And JD, send us a link to that too, because we'll totally throw that up on our Facebook page so people can find it too. If they follow the show, that would be fantastic. Right, well, thank you so much, North Coast, and congratulations again on the Sloth Tea Infuser. And a big thank you to everybody who's watching us at home. We really do appreciate you coming out here week after week and checking out the show. If you like the show and you want to send us a little email, if you're a comedian and you'd like to have an ad played on our show, or if you're somebody who just has a chain email that you need to slop off to 10 people or else you're going to get cursed with bad luck, you can find us at quarantinethegameshow@gmail.com, or you can find us on Facebook at Quarantine Game Show. Now, this is our last show, our last game show for the year. I should point that out because we are not done yet. Next week, we have a very special holiday show prepared for you. And it is something like we have never done before, but we are so thrilled to present it to you. There's going to be a mess load of holiday sketches, some live musical performances, and the entire cast is going to be here to end 2020 on a high note. So we really do hope that you'll tune in next Tuesday, same time. But for now, we have to say goodnight. And so thank you again to all of our contestants. Thank you to all of you at home. And as we like to say every week, stay safe, stay sane, and take care of each other. Thank you all so much for joining us. And we will see you next week for our holiday extravaganza. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Good job, everybody.
Good game.
Rematch in the future.
Always a rematch.
I'm gonna start reading Encyclopedia Britannica, and then I'm done.
You get to start at the A's.
Start at the A's.